Okay, so yeah, Death Rattle Army Best Set is in. I've already done a live unboxing for this, but I thought I'd actually do a actual recorded one because one, the live one was really dark for some unknown reason. Don't know why. Plus, I got mega confused in certain parts of it, just because I assumed that this was not only an army set, but I also thought that it was a spearhead, a bit like the Gitmod box, because the Gitmod box obviously did have spearhead rules in as well. So yeah, it's not a spearhead. It's still a very cool box. See, it's got the Soulblight Gravelord's Battle Tomb in it. It's a really nice Battle Tomb. War Scroll cards, spearhead cards are in there as well, but not for any of the minis in here. Well, technically not. I think it's technically there in the spearhead. It's 1 White King on Skeletal Steed, 5 Barrow Knights, and 20 Barrow Guard. I did have a quick look through the book because I wanted to know if there were any alternate build options for the White King. Obviously, he can be built as a White Lord, or if there are any other options for the Barrow Knights, which there are not really. Obviously, you can make the command group for the Barrow Knights. The Barrow Guard, you've got the option for sword and shield or for two-handers, but there's no difference in their profile, so that's what I was getting real confused about, because I assumed that there would be a different profile, but then I forgot that AOS doesn't have different profiles anymore, so rule of cooling it for them. So I think I'm going to do 10 with sword and shield and 10 with the two-hander, and then when the spearhead comes out, I will make 10 with, well, I'm going to make a command on both of these 10, and then the other 10, depending on how they multiply up, I'll look in the book. I'll do the same again and I'll make 5 and 5 or something just to mix them. But yeah, and then when the second lot of Barrow Knights come in, we'll see if it's worth running 2 5s or 2 10s or how they work. But yeah, I built the Barrow Lord, not the Barrow King. Or sorry, the White Lord, not the White King, because I thought he looked cooler than that. But yeah, so that's the outside of the box. It's quite weighty. It's quite a hefty box. I've already technically taken some stuff out of it because I have already built one of the minis. Insert. No, there is not a nice death-themed insert. It's just a black Warhammer one. There's actually 2 of these in the box. There's one underneath the sprues to separate from the book as well, but I've already pulled that one out. And I couldn't bother to go get it back. My sprues look nice and neat. When I opened this originally, it's an absolute state. They were everywhere. I'm surprised there's no breakages. So minus 1 point GW for that. Quite a lot of sprues for the Barrow Guard. Yeah. Yeah, quite a lot of sprues for these dudes. Assuming, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4. How many doubles? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So 4 double sprues. They look a lot less fiddly than the Death Rattle Skeletons when they were initially released for Cursed City. And I believe the ones that are coming in the Spearhead, the actual standard Death Rattle Skeletons, have also been retooled. So they're not so fiddly and they don't break so easily. I actually really like the halberd options for these guys. They look really cool. I'm gonna say build 10 of each and then decide. I did have a quick look through as well because I say they were in a state when they arrived, so I had a quick look to see if there were any breakages, but there really aren't. So that's really cool. Big fan of that. White King, he came on a triple sprue mixed in. Obviously bits missing because I've built him already. I'll show you him in a sec. He looks really cool. I think you could technically build both options because you've got both upper rider torsos. The legs are actually part of the are glued to the horse directly. So I think you can actually assemble the White King upper torso and then switch out. I'll show you in a sec. And then 3 sprues then for the horsies. These are actually quite nicely laid out. I think they're going to be less of a faff. The HQ choice one was a bit painful to build, especially when I got to the base and realised that they once again misnumbered some parts that got on the base. Rest of the box was, say, there was just the Warhammer Black thing on top of this. There were some bases in here which I pulled out. Nothing much else going on. And then there was the big cardboard thing which has the War Scroll cards and the rulebook in. I'm not going to show off the rulebook insides because I don't really fancy getting a wrist slap off of G-Dubs for showing copyright stuff. But I will say that one, it's all waxy feeling, which is nice, but also look at those. Look how sparkly that is. Gold, sparkly lined pages. Super nice. Yeah, rest of it was just a little packet with War Scroll cards in. And that was it, really. Build instructions wise, I will really quickly, I just want to point something out. I'm just going to show this at this point. It's not a very long video, but I would like you just to take a look, if possible, at A11 and A9. They are not, that is the same picture. A11 is not that. A11 looks different. A11 is long, A9 is short. So just be aware when you go to do that. Don't be stupid like me and get completely confused as to what happened there. But yeah, that's it. That's the insides. Looking forward to carrying on building them. We'll update once we've built some more. I think I'm going to start building the horsemen next. And then we'll move on to the Grave Guard, because they look like they're going to be pretty cool to do. Now, I will just quickly show if I can pick him up. So the Lord on his big circular base. I'm going to knock him off because I haven't glued him on. But yeah, big fan. Big fan of this guy. I am now a bit sad as well that I don't have the mounted white king that came out a while back, because I've noticed he's gone from the web store, and I kind of want him now. But yeah, that's the end of that one, and keep an eye out. Should have them built up. Hopefully get the horses finished today. Get the foot guys done tomorrow, and then I'm going to start painting them. I'm going to hope that I can get them painted up before the weekend. Who knows? We'll try. Yeah, thanks for watching. Say, give us a like, subscribe, whatever. Hit buttons. Make me look good. Cheers.